KT cooking program, The Farmer and the Foodie, returns this month with new episodes that savor the holiday season with an assortment of new recipes.
Joining us now is co-host of the show, Lindsey McClave. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, I'm a foodie myself, and I'm really big into Kentucky agriculture, supporting local. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind The Farmer and the Foodie.
Well, then you would love our show because all of those things are the inspiration. So Maggie is my partner in crime, the farmer of the half, and she is a farmer herself, a biodynamic farmer who also raises grass-fed beef in Crestwood, Kentucky. And we get the amazing opportunity to travel all over the state. We meet different farmers, we learn about different farming philosophies and practices, and really get to appreciate what Kentucky's all about. And then we're just really hungry. And so we come back and we cook some original recipes based on what we were inspired with on our travels.
So that's how, I mean, that's your show right there.
That's the show, yeah. So we really go to all corners of the state, and it's a story about Kentucky. It's our love for Kentucky, and as seen through the eyes of the farmers and the amazing food artisans that we get to, makes part of what makes our state so special.
Now, the third season is coming up. So what different types of recipes and farm can we expect from this season?
So I'm the recipe half of the equation.
Yes.
Maggie is also very passionate about cooking, but this is definitely where I get the most excited. So we have, we go through every season too. So we film fall, winter, spring, summer, and one recipe I'm particularly excited to share is a pumpkin and potato gratin. So that one's coming up, and I think because that's a very fall, winter hearty dish, and it's basically can be done with any winter squash. And then potatoes, sweet potatoes, you just you cut them really, really super thinly, and you take like a really nice heavy cream. We've been to JD's Country Milk Farm in Western Kentucky, and he has his cows make a beautiful cream. You infuse it, you put it all together with a lot of Parmesan cheese, you bake it, super pretty and just delicious. And it's one of those recipes I love because when we're done, we're like, okay, all but maybe like our salt and pepper ingredients in here are from Kentucky.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
Yeah, that's one that I'm particularly fond of.
What, out of all these travels there over the past 3 seasons, what is your most favorite recipe that you've stumbled upon?
Oh gosh, well,
I
that's
like
picking your favorite child. You can't. I am particularly partial to the gratin I just mentioned, but we make so much. Also, I think for this season in particular, we made just a family roast. That's something that Maggie grew up with. We have an episode where we went out to Eastern Kentucky and met this really interesting woman who saves heirloom seeds. Oh. And so, like, she is a sweet potato seed it's over 100 years old.
Wow.
So we learn about like her family's history, why that's important, and then we also cook some of our family heirloom recipes. So I made some soup beans. My dad's from Hindman, Kentucky, so that's sort of a personal special family recipe. And then Maggie grew up always having a Sunday roast, so we use the chuck roast from her farm and Fox Hollow, and it's just warm and hearty and beautiful and very adaptable. That's one of the ideas, or the points behind creating the recipes when we make them is we want sort of a general method that can very much work and cook with the seasons. We like to savor our seasons because Kentucky has such phenomenal produce at every time of the year.
Yes, they definitely do. And we have the information on screen for a fundraising event later on in January, as well as when does the season premiere?
So season 3 premieres on January 7th at 3:30 on KET.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck with, I know you're going to be shooting season 4 soon too.
We are.